Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. How are you, student? Hope all of you are fine. Alhamdulillah, today is our 23rd lecture, and this lecture is about page 95 and 97. On page 95, three questions are there. Question 2 and question 3 is included in our scheme with all parts. In question 2, we have A to F parts, and in question 3, A to D parts we have. Question number 2, look at the example and work out the division. Divisions of decimal are given, but proper method is mentioned in the example. So according to that example, we are bound to do our question regarding that example. Part A is 2.8 divided by 0.7. And the method is that when we are simplifying the question, we see that after the decimal, how many numbers are there. According to that, we multiply and divide by the same number. You see that in numerator and denominator, in both, after the decimal, there is one number, 2.8. 8 is after the decimal. And same in the denominator, 0.7. Only one number is there. So we multiply and divide it with 10. 2.8 over 0.7 multiply 10 over 10. Now when you multiply 28 with 10, we already discussed that when we multiply any decimal number with 1 0, I mean 10, the number jump from left column to right column. So it becomes, so right column to left column. Now 2.8 becomes 28. Same 0.7, when it multiplied with 10, 0.7 will become 7, because when 7 jump from right to left, decimal will be finished and we get the whole number, which is 7. Clearly, we divide 28 with 7. 4 sevens are 28 and 4 is our answer. The second part is 0.49 divided by 0.7. Part B is 0.49 divided by 0.7. Now in this part, students, you see clearly that in the numerator there is decimal. There are two numbers after the decimal. It means that we multiply it with 100. In the denominator there is only one number after the decimal, but we multiply and divide the same number. So that's why we are bound to divide it with 100. 0.49 over 0.7 multiply 100 by 100. You can't do like 100 over 10 because we multiply and divide the same number. So you multiply it 100 and also divide with 100. When you multiply 100 with 0.49 according to the rule, there are two zeros. So 49, 4 jumps 2 columns from right to left. So it becomes 49. When we multiply 0.7 with 100, it becomes 70. 49 over 70. We can divide 49 and 70 with 7. 7 over 10. Because the question is divide them, so we cannot write our answer in the form of fraction. We simplify 7 and 10. We divide 7 with 10 and 0.7 will be our required answer. Is it clear to you? In the previous part, we have only one number after the decimal in the numerator and the denominator both. So that why on that part we multiply both the numerator and denominator with 10. But in this case, in the numerator, there are two numbers after the decimal. So that's why we multiply and divide this fraction with 100. Part C, 3.2 divided by 0.8. The nature of this question is same that we have done part A. Only one number in the numerator and both in the denominator is 1, 1. So multiply and divide it with 10. 3.2 multiplied by 10 we get 32, and 0.8 multiplied by 10 it will be 8. Now you know in the table of 8 4 times 8 is 32. So 4 will be our required answer of the question. Part D is 9.5 divided by 1.9. Again we have only one number after the decimal. So we multiply and divide both the numbers with 10. When we multiply 9.5 with 10, decimal will finish, 95 will be there. 1.9 multiplied by 10, we remove the decimal and 19 will be there. For your convenience, I write here the table of 19. 19 ones are 19, twos are 38, 19 threes are 57, 19 fours are 76, and at the end 19 fives are 95, and this is our required number. When we divide 95 with 9, we get 5. 9.5 divided by 1.9, 5 will be the required answer. Dear students, part E and part F, this is your homework. Part E and part F of this question is your homework. Now come to the question 3. Question 3 is same that we have done question 2. 9.6 divided by 0.048. Clearly you see on the screen. In the numerator, there is only one number after the decimal, but in the denominator, how many numbers are there? 3. After the decimal, there are 3 numbers. It means that we need 1000. We need 30. So we multiply and divide this fraction with 1000 because in the denominator there are 3 digits after the decimal. When we multiply 9.6 with 1000, 9600 will be there. And when you multiply 0.048 with 1000, we get 48. 9600 over 48 after the simplification, because 48 2 times 96. 48 2 times 96, and we have two zeros with 96, so 200 will be our required answer. Because now you are in class 5 and you know how to multiply and divide the number, so 200 is our required answer. Come to the part B. 55.6 divided by 6.95. 55.6 divided by 6.95. Same, the problem is in the denominator 1 digit and in the numerator 1 digit, and in the denominator 2 digits are after the decimal. It means that what will we do? Good. We multiply and divide it with 100. 55.6 multiplied by 100 and 6.95 multiplied by 100. 5560 over 695. When we multiply the numbers with 100, 5560 over 695. I also write here the multiplication of 695, or I write the table of 695. The number is greater and it is little bit difficult. 695 multiplied by 4, then 695 multiplied by 5, 3475. But we need 5560. Again we check after multiply it with 6. This is not our required answer. Then again we come to the 7. 695 multiplied by 7. Again we have 4865, but we need which number? 5560. So we check with the other number. The next number is 8. 695 multiplied by 8. And here we got our answer. It means that when we multiply 695 with 8, we get 5560, or when you divide 5560 with 695, 8 will be your required quotient. Part C of question 3 is 64.2 divided by 1.07. One digit in the numerator and two digits in the denominator after the decimal. What will we do? Who will tell me? Good. All of you know that we multiply and divide with 100. Good. We multiply 100 with 100. When you 64.2 multiplied by 100, 6420. And when 1.07 multiplied by 100, what happened? 107. Decimal will remove and the answer is 107. Again we check that which number is multiplied by with 107 to get the required result. You see here we multiply 107 with 642, and definitely 6420. So we write there 6 and 0 will the number which is given in the numerator. It means that after dividing 6420 with 107, 60 will be our required. Yes, come to the last part of this question, and also the last part of this page is 0.9 divided by 0.018. In the denominator, there are 3 digits after the decimal. So who will tell me that which number we divide it and multiply? Loudly. Yes, we multiply and divide with 1000. When we multiply 0.9 with 1000, 900 will be there. And when we multiply 0.018 with 1000, 18. 18 over 5. When we multiply 18 with 5, it will be 90. When we multiply 18 with 5, it will be 90. So 50 will be our answer. 50 will be our answer. By mistake, I write here 90. Our answer is 50. 50 is our required answer. When we multiply 18 with 5, when we multiply 18 with 5, we got 50. Yes, students, here we finish our page 95. Now come to page 97. 97, there are 3 questions and all the questions are included in our scheme. Question 1, again the question 1 is same, the mass rule. We done this method in previous midterm and also on page 82, the mass rule. Again, I am explaining you the mass mean first we do the operation of division, then multiplication, addition, and the end we do the subtraction. And we use the mass rule on those questions where 3 or more than 3 operations are given to us and it will be difficult to us which operation we will do first. So for this, we use the Demas rule. Part A, 6.8 multiply 0.14 plus 14.63. Two operations are there, multiplication and addition. According to the rule, first we multiply and then we add the numbers. 6.8 multiply by 0.14. 6.8 multiply by 0.14. When you multiply these two, 0.952 we have. After the multiplication of this, because there are 3 numbers after the decimal 8, 1 and 4, it means that when you multiply it, the decimal place will be before 3 numbers, 0.952. The next number is 14.63. Simply you add these two numbers, 0.952 plus 14.63, 15.582. This is our required answer. Part B, 8.56 divided by 0.08 plus 2.4 minus 1.72. Now, 3 operations at a time are given in the question: division, addition, and subtraction. Which operation we will do first? Division. 8.56 divided by 0.08. Here I remove the decimal and I put 100 in the denominator. 8.56 can be written as 856 over 100. Same 0.08 can be written as 8 over 100 because there are two numbers after the decimal. When we change the division into multiplication, what happened? The number after the division, we take the reciprocal of that number. Reciprocal mean numerator will be interchanged with the denominator. Now the fraction of 8 over 100 will become 100 over 8. 856 over 100 multiply 100 over 8. 100 and 100 will be cancelled because they both are same. And we have left 856 over 8. 856 over 8. Now it will be easy to you to divide 856 with 8 because the decimal division is difficult. So I convert the decimal into whole number. Now you can divide 856 with 8. 107 will be the answer. When we divide 8 with 8, 8 ones are 8. 5 will become down, but we cannot divide 5 with 8. So for this purpose, we put 0 in the quotient and then we can take 6 borrow from the question. Now you have 56 and 8 7 times 56. I think that now you understand why we put 0 in between 1 and 7, because 5 is not divisible by 8. To complete the number, we put the 0 in the quotient and we take 6 borrow and we make 56. Now 107 plus 2.4 minus 1.7. 107 now is a turn of addition. We add 107 plus 2.4, 109.4. In the last step, subtraction. 109.4 minus 1.72. Answer is 107.68. C part 10.01 multiply 3.5 minus 6.881. First we do the multiplication and then the subtraction. Multiply 10.01 with 3.5, 35.035. I did the multiplication for you in the rough work. When you multiply the numbers 35.035, and now is the turn of subtraction 6.881. After the subtraction 28.150 is our required answer. D part of this question is 0.95 divided by 0.05 multiply 3.3. Again we have two operations, division and multiplication. Again I remove the decimal and change the numbers into the whole number. 0.95 can be written as 95 over 100, because there are two numbers after the decimal, and then same 0.05 there are two numbers after the decimal, so we can write as 5 over 100. Now we change division into multiplication. What happened? We take the reciprocal of the fraction which is after the division sign. 95 over 100 multiply 100 over 5. Again 100 and 100 will be cancelled. When we divide 95 with 5, we get 19. We have done this in the previous in page 95. 95 divided by 5, we have 19. Now is the turn of the multiplication. 19 multiply 3.3, 62.7 is our required answer. I have done the multiplication for you in the rough work. The last part of this question is 20.14 multiply 0.6 plus 100.933. Here two operations, multiplication and addition. So first we multiply and then we add. 20.14 multiplied by 0.6, we get the answer. After the multiplication we have 12.084. 12.084. And when you add 100.933 in 12.084, the answer will become 113.017. Here we complete our question 1 of page 97. Come to question 2. These are the brackets question, and you know we have three types of bracket: square bracket, curly bracket and round bracket. And Always we solve first the round bracket, then we come to the curly bracket, and at the end we solve the square bracket. In question 2, F parts are there and all parts of this are included. This question is same that you have done on page 82, question number 2, but only the difference is of decimal. On that page, whole number and mixed number are given, and here we have all the numbers are in the form of decimal. Otherwise, the method of the simplification is same. First, we solve the round, then we come to the curly, and at the end, we do the square bracket. Part A is 9.5 minus in the bracket 2.03 multiply 1.6. Only one bracket is given. First, we multiply the number 2.03 with 1.6. After the multiplication, you see that 2.03 multiply 1.6 is 3.248. Now is the turn of subtraction. We simply subtract 3.248 from 9.5. But 9.5 after the decimal there is one digit, and 3.248 after the decimal there are three numbers. So to complete the numbers, how we can subtract? So for this we put two zeros, we add two zeros with 9.5. Now we have 0 minus 8. For this we borrow 1 from 5, it becomes 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. In the previous 9 is left. 9 minus 4 is 5. When we take carry from 5, 4 will be left there. 4 minus 2 is 2. And 6 minus 9 minus 3 is 6. 6.252. Because you know how to subtract the numbers of decimal, you know the addition of this. There is no step is new for you. Yes, come to the part B. 7.41 plus curly bracket 0.18 plus round bracket 6.29 minus 4.81, and then both bracket closed. First is a turn of the round bracket. We subtract 6.29 and 4.81. We get 1.48. Now is the turn of the curly bracket. What is the sign there? Plus. We add both the numbers. 1.48 plus 0.18, 1.66. Both brackets completed. Now we add 7.41 and 1.6, 9.07. I have done the rough work for you. You can tally your rough work with it. Part number C, 0.74 multiply 1.3 plus 1.501 minus 0.72. Both brackets are the round brackets, and in between them there is positive sign. It means we solve separately 0.47, 1.3, and we separately simplify 1.501 minus 0.72. After getting the answer of these two brackets, we add them. When you multiply 0.74 with 1.3, 0.962 will be there. And when we subtract 1.501 and 0.72, 0.781. After the adding these two numbers, 1.743 is our required answer. Part D, Part D is the longest part of this question and also part F, because there are three brackets at a time and we have lots of operation over there. 4 multiply square bracket 0.7 plus curly bracket 1.6 plus 3.8 minus round bracket 1.1 multiply 0.75, and all the brackets become closed. First is the term of 1.1 multiply 0.75. 1.1, 0.75. When you multiply these two, 0.825, and in the curly bracket 1.6 plus 3.8. So according to the Demas rule, first we add and then we subtract. So we add 1.6 and 3.8, 5.4 minus 0.825. Subtract these two, 4.575 is there. Now add with 0.7. There are two numbers within the square bracket which are 0.7 and 4.575. Add them, 5.275, and the last step is multiplication. When we multiply 4 with 5.275, 21.1. I have done all these additions, subtractions, multiplication for you in the rough work. Part E, 9.7 minus curly bracket 6.38 minus round bracket 18.17 minus 14.39. Both bracket become closed. Now again, we simplify the round bracket. Which sign is there? Subtraction. Subtract 18.17 with 14.39. When we minus it, subtract it, 3.78 is there. Now 6.38, again there is a subtraction sign. We subtract these two terms, 2.6 is there. And the last step is 9.7 minus 2.6. 9.7 minus 2.6, 7.1. The last part of this question is part F. And again, three brackets are there. 2 multiply square bracket 1.6 plus curly bracket 33.9 minus 2.4 plus round bracket 0.3 multiply 0.4, all the brackets closed. First bracket is 0.3 multiply 0.4, 0.12. We have three numbers, 33.9 minus 2.4 plus 0.12. According to the Demas rule, first we add the numbers and then we subtract. So we combine the two numbers, 33.9. Here only I change the place of 0.12 because the sign of this number is plus. And according to the Demas rule, we add the number. You can directly add 33.9 and 0.12, but for your convenience, I shift the number with 33.9. When we add these two numbers, 33.9 and 0.12, 34.02, and we subtract 2.4. We subtract 2. This is 2.4. 2.24 by mistake I write here 28. This is 2.4. 2.4. Yes. So 34.08 minus 2.4 will become 31.62, and by adding 1.6 and 31.62, 33.22. Multiply it with 4, 66 point, multiply it with 2, 66.44 is there. Again I am explaining you this question. 0.3 multiplied by 0.4, 0.12. In the curly bracket we have 33.9 minus 2.4 plus 0.12. But the sign of 0.12 is plus. According to the Dimas rule, we add the number and then we subtract the number. So this rule, according to this rule, 33.9 and 0.12. First we solve these two and then we subtract 2.4 from it. After addition, 34.08 and minus 2.4 is there. By mistake I write here 2.28, but you see that I corrected 2.4. When you subtract 34.08 and 2.4, 31.62 will be there. And now we add 1.6 and 31.62, it becomes 33.22. Multiply it with 2 and 66.44 is our required answer. This is the last part of question 2. Come to question 3. This is objective type. There are A to H parts and I have done the objective for you. You will also do this question on your copy. 6.91 multiply 4.385. The answer will place 5 decimal places. You can count it. In the first number there are 2 number after decimal, and in the second there are 3 numbers. So 2 and 3, total 5 numbers are there. So when we multiply, we place the decimal before 5 digits or after the 5 digit from right to left. To change 0.573 into the whole number, must multiply. There are 3 number after the decimal. It means when you multiply it with 1000, then you will get your required answer. It means decimal will be removed and we got the whole number. 14.73 minus 8.645, you simplify it, minus, and you see 6.085 is our answer. 6.49 divided by 10, only one number is there, 10 is there. When we divide the number, any decimal number, with 10 or 100, the number, when we divide it with 10, always number move from left to right. It means 6 moves from left to right, 649, and we put the decimal before 6. Here we multiply 0.369 with 123.69, 9 over 20, 0.45 in decimal form. After the multiplication, 23.87, 0.119, multiply it with 100, we got 11.9. Yes, students, we have finished here page 95 and 97, and I gave you two parts of question 2 on page 95, two parts E and F. These are your homework. You also do all these questions that we have done in the lecture on your neat copy, and you mention their classwork with date and do all the parts. These two parts you give the heading of homework and do these two parts and send me your homework that I will check, inshallah. And I see that who will become first to send me the homework. Okay, students, inshallah, we will meet also in the Zoom meeting and also in the next lecture. If you have any problem regarding this lecture, you can ask me. Note down all the points with you and you can discuss. You also can discuss me the previous lecture. If you think that you have any problem over there in the Zoom meeting. Okay, student, Allah Hafiz.